Hello and welcome to Sleepy Paradise. My name is Sam Wilson, and tonight, I'll be your quiet companion as we take a journey, not across oceans or into dreams, but into something even softer, even more mysterious. Tonight, we explore time. Not the time on your watch. Not the deadlines or the days that feel too short. But time as it flows inside you. Time as the stars feel it. Time as a river, not a ruler. Let yourself breathe deeply. You don't need to follow, understand, or remember everything I say. This is not a lesson. It's a lullaby of ideas. Your only task now is to rest, to listen with the softest part of your mind, and to let the rhythm of curiosity carry you. Because time, real time, is not numbers on a clock. It's the light from a distant star that left long before you were born. It's the way your heartbeat slows when you're safe. It's the way a scent can pull you back 20 years, in a second. Time is memory. Time is rhythm. Time is you. You're made of time. The calcium in your bones was forged in a star 5 billion years ago. The thoughts in your mind travel faster than light can reach across a room. And when you sleep, your mind lets go of time altogether. It floats, it drifts, it becomes timeless. In the chapters to come, we'll explore time as a living presence. We'll visit the beginning of the universe, the first breath of time. We'll slow down beside ancient trees that count their lives in silent rings. We'll look at how gravity can stretch or shrink the seconds in your day. And we'll see how your dreams, your emotions, even your skin, all move to their own clocks. Tonight, there's nothing to fix. No race to run. No past to rewind. Just gentle questions, and slower answers. You're safe here. You're exactly where you need to be. This is a space where science is soft and wonder is welcome. So close your eyes, if they aren't already closed. Let your thoughts drift like dust in a golden beam of sunlight. And as you relax deeper into your bed, know this. You are about to travel through something vast and beautiful. Not space. Not dreams. But time, real time. The kind that lives in your breath. And waits for no one. Except you. Let's begin. Chapter 1, The Clock Inside Your Chest. Before anyone named the hours. Before clocks began to tick. Time lived in your body. It still does. And it always has. Take a deep breath now. Feel how your lungs expand, then soften. There, that quiet rise and fall, is your first clock. A rhythm older than thought. Older than memory. Older than language. Your breath is time made personal. Not the loud kind. Not the urgent kind. The kind that moves like the tide, steady, soft, uncounted. Then, somewhere just beneath your ribs, your heart speaks its language. Lubed up. Lubed up. A rhythm you didn't choose. But one that's kept you alive since the very first moment you arrived here. Your heart doesn't need to know what time it is on earth. It has its own schedule, and it keeps it with absolute devotion. You may not notice it during the day. When the world is loud and full, your heart hides in the background. A silent drummer marching you through time. But now, in this stillness, as your body softens towards sleep, you can feel it. A deep, patient thump. A kind of music. One beat after another, not rushing, not waiting. This is your original metronome. Every creature has one. A jellyfish pulses through the ocean. A bird beats its wings in tiny, rapid rhythms. A cat purrs, somewhere between breath and song. Your heart doesn't just keep time, it is time. Because every beat is a moment you are alive. Every pause is a silent permission to rest. And every change in rhythm is your body speaking. Saying I am here. I am adjusting. I am listening. Now think back, not far. Just to a time before alarm clocks, before calendar invites. Before the hum of machines told you what hour it was. Imagine being guided only by the sun. You would wake when the light came. Eat when hunger called. Sleep when darkness wrapped the land in quiet. Your body still remembers that time. Even now, in a world of glowing screens. Your internal rhythms reach for the sun and the moon. You have something called a circadian rhythm. A quiet, 24-hour cycle that guides your energy, your hunger, your sleep. It's as if a hidden conductor inside you gently raises their hands each morning. And your cells, trillions of them, respond. Wake, they whisper. Breathe. Grow. And then, as night deepens, the conductor lowers their arms. And your body begins to drift again, toward quiet, toward sleep. Even your temperature rises and falls on this cycle. Your blood pressure. Your alertness. Your dreams. All part of the body's invisible, perfect rhythm. There's a little part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. You don't need to remember the name. Just know that it sits above your eyes. Watching the light of day. Watching the dark of night. It receives signals from your eyes and sets the pace for everything else. From when your liver does its deep cleaning. To when your bones repair. To when your mind releases melatonin, the hormone that tucks you in for sleep. Even when you fly across the globe. Even when you lose track of the days. This part of your brain tries to keep order. To remind your body, gently. This is day. This is night. This is time. And what a kind sort of time it is. Not rigid or sharp, but breathing, flowing, forgiving. Even your cells tick in time. Some divide often. Some wait for weeks or years. Some never divide again, like the neurons in your brain. Quiet observers of every moment you've lived. You are a collection of ticking clocks. Some fast, some slow, all in harmony. You're a symphony of moments. A soft orchestra playing a piece composed by your very nature. Have you ever felt time move differently? Of course you have. When you were afraid, a second felt endless. When you were laughing, an hour vanished. This is no mistake. This is the body's intimate relationship with time. It stretches it. Compresses it. Colors it. According to emotion, attention, and presence. A watch may say an hour has passed. But your body knows if it was a long hour. Or a short one. And so, as you lie here. Somewhere between awareness and sleep. Your heartbeat continues. Not for anyone else. Not for any schedule. Only for you. It may slow now. As rest draws closer. As your breath deepens. As your limbs let go. Your heart has no need to rush. There's nowhere else to be. It keeps you here. In this gentle now. And maybe time isn't something outside of you. Maybe time is made inside you. In the way you breathe. The way you sleep. The way you love. Maybe your first clock wasn't a sundial or a sandglass. Maybe it was your mother's heartbeat, heard from the warm, dark ocean of the womb. That first lullaby, that first rhythm. And from that moment, your body began counting in its own way. Not with numbers, but with feelings, with warmth, with rhythm, with life. So as you listen to the soft thud within your chest, know that you are not following time. You are not chasing it. You are not behind. You are making it. With every breath, with every pause, with every beat. And now, as we step forward, slowly, dreamily, into the next chapter, we'll leave the rhythm of the body and drift far, far back to the moment time itself took its very first breath. Chapter 2, when the universe took its first breath. Before your breath, before your heartbeat, before the trees and oceans and stars, there was a silence so deep. It had no beginning, no ticking, no light, no change, no time. It's strange to imagine, isn't it? A reality without time. Because everything you know, everything you are, moves through time. Birth, growth, stillness, memory. But once, long ago, there was no before. Because before didn't exist yet. Time had not begun. And then, in a moment so small it had no edges, no sound, no witness, the universe expanded. This was not an explosion, not fire, not chaos. It was expansion. A sudden stretching of space itself. Like a balloon inhaling its first breath. This was the Big Bang. Not the bang of noise, but the bang of possibility. With that expansion, something new was born. Something gentle. Something invisible. Something that would one day wrap itself around stars, curl inside your cells, and drift through the dreams of galaxies. That something was time. You see, time began the moment things could change. Before the Big Bang, there was nothing to measure. No space to move through. No particles to dance. No energy to shift. But now, with space unfolding, light could travel. Matter could form. Change could happen. And change is what makes time real. Imagine a vast, black canvas. Suddenly, color ripples across it. That ripple is not just light, it is time itself. Saying, I am here now. I am beginning. This first moment wasn't just the start of space. It was the first second. The first heartbeat of the cosmos. Not a clock ticking on a wall, but a soft current sweeping outward. Forever. As space expanded, the universe began to cool. Just enough for tiny particles to form. Quarks, electrons, protons. The building blocks of everything. Imagine tiny specks dancing in newness. As if the universe were learning to breathe. And those particles began to interact. To meet. To bind. To create hydrogen. The first and simplest atom. So simple, and yet. The seed of every star to come. Even now. As you lie in your bed. The hydrogen in your body. Whispers of that moment. Because some of the atoms in your cells have existed since those first few seconds after the Big Bang. They have traveled across galaxies. just to be part of you. You carry the breath of the universe inside you. Not metaphorically, truly. But what is a second? When no one is there to count. How does time feel? When there are no eyes, no minds, no hearts. Back then, time moved on its own. Untouched, uninterrupted. Not fast. Not slow. Just unfolding. Eventually, the universe became transparent. For a long while, it was too dense. Too hot for light to move freely. But then, around 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the cosmos cooled enough for light to escape. This was the cosmic microwave background. The oldest light we can still see. A soft glow from the baby universe. You can picture it. Like the faint warmth left in the air after a candle is blown out. A gentle afterglow. A memory of light. That glow is still out there. Floating through space. Reaching us from every direction. And when we look at it with special telescopes, we are looking back in time. Literally. Not just imagining. Actually seeing the ancient light. As it first began to travel. The deeper we look into the sky, the further back we go. Every star is a time machine. Every galaxy, a fossil of light. What we see is not how things are, but how they were. Even the sun you feel on your face each morning left its surface 8 minutes before it touched you. Every moment is already memory. Time, you see, is not something separate from space. They are woven together. A fabric. A field. A dance. Physicists call it spacetime. A single, flowing sheet. Where matter tells space how to bend. And space tells matter how to move. And within that fabric, time flows in one direction. Forward. From simplicity toward complexity. From stillness toward stars. Why forward? Because of entropy. The universe's quiet drift from order to disorder. From the neat to the scattered. From the ice cube to the puddle. From childhood to adulthood. From silence to symphony. Entropy gives time its arrow. A direction we cannot turn back. Even your own life follows this drift. Cells grow. Thoughts form. Memories layer. And no matter how you try, you cannot reverse the moment. You can only witness it. Or remember it. But isn't it peaceful? Knowing the universe began gently. Not in rage. But in rhythm. The first breath of space. The first glow of light. The first motion toward something. And perhaps time was not a thing that appeared, but a thing that awoke. As if the universe, in opening its eyes, also opened the river through which you now float. You. The one lying still right now. Listening in the quiet. Breathing slowly. Are part of that river. Time is not outside of you. It runs through your veins. Echoes in your thoughts. And carries you softly. Without ever asking you to rush. And so, as this chapter comes to a close, you've traveled far without moving an inch. You've drifted through the beginning. Not only of the cosmos, but of time itself. And now that you've seen where time begins, you may start to wonder. Where else can it go? Can it move backward? Can it fold? Can your mind step outside of it? In the next chapter, we'll explore something closer. A quiet miracle you live with every day. Your ability to travel through time without leaving your pillow. Chapter 3, Your Mind, the Time Traveler. You don't need a machine to travel through time. You already do it, every day. Every time your thoughts drift backward. To a birthday. A face. A single word that changed everything. You've stepped into the past. And every time you picture what tomorrow might bring. Or who you might become. Or how it will feel to walk in a place you haven't seen yet. You're touching the future. Not with your body. But with something even softer. Your mind. You are a time traveler. Quiet and still beneath your blanket. Yet moving endlessly. Through moments long gone. And ones not yet born. Right now. If I ask you to remember your first day of school. A small picture might flicker. The smell of pencils. The sound of shoes on linoleum. The weight of a backpack. That memory, though faded or blurry, is a doorway. And when you walk through it, you are not just observing. You are there. Your brain recreates the sounds, the feelings, even the temperature of the room, with incredible detail. And though you know you are lying here, safe and still, a part of you has stepped through time. Memory, you see, is not just a record. It is a reconstruction. Each time you remember, you build the moment again. Like an artist gently sketching from a dream. That's why memories feel so alive. They are made of the present. Built with the brain's full attention. And imagination. It's memory's twin. Born of the same fabric. When you imagine something. A future vacation. A conversation you haven't had yet. A new version of yourself. Your brain lights up the same way. It does when you recall the past. You're rehearsing. You're previewing. You're projecting into the mist of what might be. Both memory and imagination live in the same rooms of your brain. The hippocampus. The prefrontal cortex. They collaborate like dancers. One spinning backward. One forward. But always in rhythm. And dreams. Dreams are their playground. In dreams, you time travel without limits. You jump from childhood to a place that never existed. From flying over a field to standing in a house long gone. Time bends, folds, repeats. You may live a full story in minutes. Or feel like hours passed in seconds. Your dreaming mind has no interest in clocks. It moves at the pace of emotion, of memory, of imagination. Scientists still don't fully understand why or how we dream the way we do. But they know this. In dreams, your brain isn't idle. It is processing, sorting, linking fragments of time into something that feels whole. Some dreams are echoes. Some are prophecies. Some are puzzles. But all are built from the same strange thread. Your ability to move through time without leaving the stillness of your body. Isn't that beautiful? That you carry, in your quiet mind, a universe of moments. That even in silence, you can visit 1,000 yesterdays. Or walk into 1,000 tomorrows. And it doesn't stop there. Your emotions shape how you travel. When you're anxious, you sprint ahead, imagining worst-case futures. When you're grieving, you revisit the past, like a well-worn path in the woods. But when you're present, truly here, the future and the past soften their grip. You return, gently, to now. Still, even in presence, time drifts inside your head. A minute of waiting in line feels longer than an hour with someone you love. This isn't illusion. It's perception. And perception is your mind's way of bending time to fit your experience. In a way, you are the painter of your own timeline, stretching certain moments, compressing others, highlighting joy, fading sorrow. Memory and imagination are not just tricks. They are how you understand who you are. Without memory, you would not know your name. Without imagination, you could not become anyone new. And perhaps that's what makes your mind the most magical traveler of all. Because while clocks only go forward, you can move in every direction. You can revisit joy. You can rewrite pain. You can dream futures that have not yet begun to bloom. And so tonight, as you lie here, your mind still gently awake, you can choose where to wander. You can float back to a safe, golden afternoon, or forward into a day filled with laughter, or simply stay here and feel time stretch out like a ribbon beneath your thoughts. This is your gift to time travel softly from within. And just ahead, another mystery is waiting. Because if your mind can bend time, what, then, is the present? Is there such a thing as now? Or are we always a moment behind? Chapter 4, The Illusion of Now. What is now? Really? Not the word. Not the number on the clock. But the feeling. The sense of this exact moment. Here. As you breathe. As you listen. As you lie still in the quiet dark. You might think now is simple. Clear, precise, always right here. But the more gently you examine it, the more it slips through your fingers, like light falling across ripples. Because the truth is, you never see the present as it truly is. You always see it just a little too late. Let's start with something small. Light. The light from a candle. From the stars. From the face of someone you love. It travels incredibly fast. Almost unimaginably so. But not instantly. Even light takes time to move from one place to another. To reach you. To touch your eyes. When you gaze at the moon, you're not seeing it as it is. You're seeing it as it was. About 1.5 seconds ago. The sun. That warmth on your face. Left the sun's surface over 8 minutes earlier. So even in full daylight, you are standing in the past. And what about the stars? The twinkling ones. Some of them burned out long ago. But their light is still on its way. Still arriving. Still whispering stories from across the deep well of space. Now let's bring it closer. When you reach out to touch something, a blanket, a hand, a flower, Your brain doesn't respond instantly. It takes about 200 milliseconds for the signal from your skin to be registered by your mind. And in that tiny sliver of delay, something strange happens. Your brain waits. It pauses, ever so slightly, gathering the signals, synchronizing the sensations, before presenting you with the illusion of now. It builds a version of the moment, what scientists call a perceived present. But by the time it's presented to you, the real moment has already passed. You live, always, just a hair behind, a soft echo of the world, as it already was. And yet, it doesn't feel that way. You feel present. You feel here. Because your brain is a brilliant storyteller, weaving light, sound, touch, memory into a seamless thread of awareness. Even though there's delay, you don't notice. You're not meant to. Your perception is smoothed, softened, edited, like a film that's already been cut and polished before you see the final frame. So, now, as we call it, is not a razor-thin line. It's more like a bubble, about 2 to 3 seconds wide, where your brain stitches together what just happened, what's happening, and what feels like it's happening. This bubble is your experienced present, your moving window of awareness. It flows with you, moment to moment, scene to scene, carrying the illusion that time is something you can hold. But really, you're always floating through the shadows of what just was. Even sound behaves this way. If you're far from a lightning strike, you see it first, then hear it. And when someone speaks, your brain adjusts for the tiny delay between lip movement and sound reaching your ears. It's constantly correcting, synchronizing, merging fragments into a singular, smooth sensation. It's doing this right now. Even as you listen, your brain is editing time to feel whole. And this illusion of now is what makes your life feel continuous, like a song instead of scattered notes. Without this illusion, you'd experience time as a chaos of fragments, flashes, disjointed sensations, with no story to hold them. But your mind chooses story. It chooses sequence. It chooses flow. It creates the river, and then places you in the boat. So here you are, floating on a stream of slightly delayed moments, stitched together so seamlessly that you call it real time. And perhaps that's enough. Perhaps it doesn't matter that the world you see is already in the past, because your experience of time isn't about precision. It's about presence. And presence doesn't live in milliseconds. It lives in attention. When you truly focus on a sound, a sensation, a breath, you feel timeless. Not because you've frozen the moment, but because you've surrendered to it. You are no longer asking, "What time is it?" You are simply saying, "I am here." And that is the most powerful kind of time travel of all. Not to past or future, but into the fullness of this softened moment. Still, there's something curious about the way time always moves forward, We never experience time going backward. We never unhear a sound. We never see a glass unbreak. Why? Why does time flow only in one direction? Even if memory, imagination, an illusion can bend it. What is now? Really? Not the word. Not the number on the clock. But the feeling. The sense of this exact moment. Here. As you breathe. As you listen. As you lie still in the quiet dark. You might think now is simple. Clear, precise, always right here. But the more gently you examine it, the more it slips through your fingers. Like light falling across ripples. Because the truth is, you never see the present as it truly is. You always see it, just a little too late. Let's start with something small. Light. The light from a candle. From the stars. From the face of someone you love. It travels incredibly fast. Almost unimaginably so. But not instantly. Even light takes time. To move from one place to another. To reach you. To touch your eyes. When you gaze at the moon, you're not seeing it as it is. You're seeing it as it was. About 1.5 seconds ago. The sun. That warmth on your face. Left the sun's surface over 8 minutes earlier. So even in full daylight, you are standing in the past. And what about the stars? The twinkling ones. Some of them burned out long ago. But their light is still on its way. Still arriving. Still whispering stories. From across the deep well of space. Now let's bring it closer. When you reach out to touch something. A blanket, a hand, a flower. Your brain doesn't respond instantly. It takes about 200 milliseconds. For the signal from your skin to be registered by your mind. And in that tiny sliver of delay, something strange happens. Your brain waits. It pauses, ever so slightly. Gathering the signals. Synchronizing the sensations. Before presenting you with the illusion of now. It builds a version of the moment. What scientists call a perceived present. But by the time it's presented to you, the real moment has already passed. You live, always, just a hair behind. A soft echo of the world. As it already was. And yet, it doesn't feel that way. You feel present. You feel here. Because your brain is a brilliant storyteller. Weaving light, sound, touch, memory into a seamless thread of awareness. Even though there's delay, you don't notice. You're not meant to. Your perception is smoothed, softened, edited. Like a film that's already been cut and polished. Before you see the final frame. So, now, as we call it, is not a razor-thin line. It's more like a bubble. About 2 to 3 seconds wide. Where your brain stitches together. What just happened? What's happening? And what feels like it's happening? This bubble is your experienced present. Your moving window of awareness. It flows with you. Moment to moment. Scene to scene. Carrying the illusion. That time is something you can hold. But really, you're always floating. Through the shadows of what just was. Even sound behaves this way. If you're far from a lightning strike, you see it first, then hear it. And when someone speaks, your brain adjusts for the tiny delay between lip movement and sound reaching your ears. It's constantly correcting, synchronizing, merging fragments into a singular, smooth sensation. It's doing this right now. Even as you listen, your brain is editing time to feel whole. And this illusion of now is what makes your life feel continuous. Like a song instead of scattered notes. Without this illusion, you'd experience time as a chaos of fragments, flashes, disjointed sensations, with no story to hold them. But your mind chooses story. It chooses sequence. It chooses flow. It creates the river. And then places you in the boat. So here you are, floating on a stream of slightly delayed moments, stitched together so seamlessly that you call it real time. And perhaps that's enough. Perhaps it doesn't matter that the world you see is already in the past, because your experience of time isn't about precision. It's about presence. And presence doesn't live in milliseconds. It lives in attention. When you truly focus on a sound, a sensation, a breath, you feel timeless. Not because you've frozen the moment, but because you've surrendered to it. You are no longer asking, "What time is it?" You are simply saying, "I am here." And that is the most powerful kind of time travel of all. Not to past or future, but into the fullness of this softened moment. Still, there's something curious about the way time always moves forward. We never experience time going backward. We never unhear a sound. We never see a glass unbreak. Why? Why does time flow only in one direction? Even if memory, imagination, and illusion can bend it. Chapter 6, Gravity Bends Your Minutes. You might think time is steady. Like a train on a track, always moving. Always forward. Always the same speed. But it isn't. Time is softer than that. More like cloth than clock. It stretches. It sags. It bends. And one of the things that bends it is gravity. Yes, that gentle, invisible pull. The one that keeps your feet on the ground. The oceans in place. The planets spinning in their quiet rhythm. It also touches time. You felt gravity your whole life. Not with your eyes, but with your body. When you fall. When you lean. When you feel the heaviness of being still. But gravity isn't just about weight. It's about space itself. And since time and space are woven together, gravity bends them both. Imagine time as a sheet. Smooth and stretched. Now place something heavy on it. A star. A planet. Even your body. The sheet dips. It curves. And time, flowing across that curve, must slow down to pass through. This is not a theory. This is real. The closer you are to something massive, the slower time moves for you. Even right now, your feet experience time a little differently than your head. Because they are slightly closer to Earth's center. And Earth's gravity is pulling just a little more strongly down there. It's only a few trillionths of a second per year. But it's there. Measured. Proven. On a mountain. Time runs faster. At sea level. A little slower. And astronauts? They live time differently altogether. When they orbit the Earth. Flying high and fast. Gravity's grip loosens. And time speeds up just enough to change things. In fact, the astronauts on the International Space Station age slightly less than those on Earth. Not in a way you'd notice, but in a way science can measure. Time is not the same everywhere. It depends on where you are and how fast you're moving. This idea that gravity affects time was one of Einstein's quiet revolutions. He showed us that the universe is not built on a single ticking clock, but a landscape of clocks, each moving at its own pace, shaped by the gravity around it. The deeper into gravity you go, the more time slows. And this becomes stranger the closer you get to something truly massive. Like a black hole. A black hole is gravity at its most intense. A place where space folds in on itself. Where even light cannot escape. If you approached one, your minutes would stretch. Your hours would lengthen. To an outside observer, you'd seem frozen, barely moving. But to you, inside your own time, everything would feel normal. That's the strange thing about time. You never feel it change. You only feel its rhythm inside yourself. But from the outside, your story might look completely different. Even satellites high above Earth must adjust their clocks to account for time moving differently at altitude. If they didn't, your GPS wouldn't work. Your phone would be lost. Your maps, confused. So, in a quiet way, gravity is reshaping your time. Every single day. It bends the minutes around you. Like water bends around a stone. And yet, you never notice. You live inside your own river of seconds, trusting it to be steady. But the truth is, it flows faster or slower, depending on where you are. Now pause for a moment. Feel your body resting, held gently by gravity. This pull that tethers you to Earth is also shaping the length of this moment. Every breath, every heartbeat, every flicker of thought, gently curved by the weight of the world. But gravity doesn't press. It invites. It gathers. It whispers, stay. And because of that whisper, the moon orbits you. The tides move for you. Time slows for you. So maybe time isn't just a river. Maybe it's a river that wins, according to the shapes around it. And maybe your life is not just floating along, but being folded gently by forces older than memory. Gravity doesn't need to be seen to be believed. And time doesn't need to be counted to be changed. Now imagine the center of the Earth. Deep, heavy, glowing. The strongest gravity you'll ever feel on this planet. There, in that unseen core, time is moving ever so slightly slower than it is up here, where you lie, on the surface of the Earth, breathing quietly. It's almost like the Earth itself is holding on to time, asking it to linger. And maybe that's what gravity really does. It doesn't just pull on matter. It holds on to moments. And in that way, gravity is the memory of space. The way the universe clings to what exists. So, tonight, as you let your limbs grow heavier, and your breath grow deeper, know this. You are not simply passing through time. You are cradled by it, bent gently into place, held by the gravity of stars, of mountains, of home. Chapter 7, Light only moves forward. Light never stops. It does not sleep, does not wander, does not hesitate. It travels. Always. Forward. Even now. As your eyelids soften, as your breath deepens, billions of particles of light, called photons, are racing past you. Through windows. Through clouds. Through the silence of space. They come from stars. From lamps. From the glow of screens. But their journey began long before they reached you. Because every photon has been on the move since the moment it was born. And unlike you, light does not experience time. This may sound strange, but to a photon, there is no before, no after, no waiting. It is created, and it arrives instantly. From its point of view, the entire trip takes no time at all. That's because light always travels at the speed of light. A cosmic limit. A law written into the fabric of the universe. At this speed, time stands still for the traveler. So while you experience seconds and minutes, while you dream in hours and years, light moves outside of that rhythm, always arriving, never aging. But for you, watching from inside time, light does take time to reach you. It crosses distances. The light of the stars is a memory. It left them long ago. Some hundreds, some thousands, some millions of years in the past. And only now has it reached your eyes. When you look at the stars, you are not seeing them as they are, but as they were. And the farther you look, the further back in time you go. Light is a time traveler, but it only moves in one direction. Forward. Always away from where it began. Never returning. It is the purest arrow of time. Even in your daily life, light gives structure to your world. It defines morning, marks evening, tells your body when to wake and when to rest. Light enters your eyes, touches your skin, feeds the plants you eat. It is not just energy. It is information. Light carries stories. The color of a flower, the expression on a face, the shape of a distant galaxy. Without light, there is no vision, no shadow, no color. You know something exists because light has touched it, and then touched you. Photons are messengers, and they move so fast, so freely. They define the speed limit of the entire universe. Nothing goes faster than light. Nothing outpaces it. And nothing can travel beside it and remain unchanged. Even time must yield to light's pace. But what's most poetic is this. Light only moves forward. There is no reverse gear. A photon cannot turn around. It cannot retrace its path. It cannot revisit what it left behind. And in that way, light mirrors your own life. You, too, cannot go back. You remember. You reflect. But your body, your breath, your story, they only move forward. Light shows you the past. By arriving in the present, it lets you see what was, so you can imagine what might be. Sunrise, sunset, a candle's flicker, a firefly's glow. Each one is light, writing time into the air. And even when you close your eyes, light remains. As memory, as warmth, as the soft outline behind your dreams. Light is also how we measure the deepest truths. When we say a star is 10 light-years away, we mean its light took 10 years to reach us. So when you look at the sky, you are looking across time, across distance, across the invisible paths that photons have traced, just to meet your gaze. And yet, for all its speed, for all its purity, light can be bent. It curves around gravity. It shifts when it slows in glass or water. It spreads, scatters, reflects. This bending, this reshaping, is how you see the world. It's what creates rainbows, sunsets, the shimmer on a lake. Light may only move forward, but it knows how to dance. Even now, inside your eyes, photons are striking the back of your retina. They're transformed into electrical signals. Your brain reads them, like pages in a book, translating brightness into vision, motion into meaning, light into life. So, as you rest, you carry a little of the sun. In your thoughts, you carry star-traveling photons. In your sight, you are, in a very real way, woven from light. Your skin, your eyes, your mind, they remember the warmth, an echo of every sunrise you've seen. And like light, you are always moving forward. Even when you're still, even when you sleep, your cells hum with time. Your dreams drift forward. Your breath carries you into the next soft moment. So maybe that's what light teaches best. That you cannot turn back. But you can carry what matters into what comes next. And as we turn from light's journey, a question lingers. If time moves forward like light, could it ever fold? Could 2 points in time touch each other, collapse into one? Chapter 8, The Folded Map of Time. You've followed time, like a river. You've watched it bend around gravity, rush through light, and whisper through the rings of a tree. But what if time doesn't flow in a line? What if it folds? Not like a clock breaking, but like a map creased by soft fingers. Two distant places, suddenly pressed together. What if, then, and now, aren't as far apart as they seem? This idea, that time might curve, loop, or even fold in on itself, is not just poetry. It's a serious whisper. Within the world of physics, it begins with the shape of space-time. Imagine space and time as a single fabric, woven together into one continuous sheet. It's flexible. It stretches. It ripples. Gravity pulls on it. Light glides across it. And every movement you make presses softly into its weave. Now imagine that fabric. Folding. Not tearing. Not breaking. Just gently bending. Until two distant points are suddenly side by side. This is the idea behind a wormhole. A shortcut through space and time. A tunnel connecting two separate regions of the universe. Like folding a paper, so that two dots touch. It's a solution hidden in the math of Einstein's equations. A door that could, in theory, connect not just places, but moments. A shortcut through the long hallway of time. No one has seen a wormhole. We don't know if they truly exist. But science leaves space for the possibility. Not science fiction. Just a question. Still unfolding. If a wormhole could be created and somehow held open, you might enter it in one moment and exit in another. It wouldn't feel like time travel. It would feel like walking into another room. A room where the clocks tick differently. Or not at all. But even without wormholes, time folds in quieter ways. Think of music. A melody returns. A chorus repeats. Time, in art, is not linear. It loops. It weaves. It comes back around. Like breath. Or memory. You don't relive the past. But sometimes, it returns to you so vividly. It feels folded into the now. A scent. A sound. A place. Suddenly, you are 12 years old again. Or back in a room that doesn't exist anymore. This is not magic. It's your brain's folded map, bringing past and present together. Even your dreams fold time. A minute stretches into an hour. A lifetime flickers in a few seconds. There. Time is not ruled by order, but by feeling. And what about déjà vu? That strange ripple. As if you've lived this moment before. A tiny fold in your awareness. Two moments. Briefly overlapping. Some scientists suggest it's just a misfire of memory. Others wonder if your brain, for a second, experiences the present as if it were already the past. A neural wrinkle. A soft fold. You see, not all folds are grand tunnels through space and stars. Some are personal, intimate, happening right now, in the stillness of your mind. And then, there's the theory that the entire universe may be folded. Not flat. Not endless. But curved. If you could travel far enough, you might return to where you began. Not just in space, but in time. A cosmic loop. An eternal return. We don't know yet. The science is young. But the questions are ancient. And what matters, as you drift towards sleep, is not the answer, but the wonder. What if time is more like a spiral than a line? What if your life returns to themes like a song revisiting its melody. What if every goodbye is just a fold before a return? This folding is not meant to confuse you. It's meant to comfort you. Because if time can fold, then maybe no moment is ever truly lost. Maybe it still exists, just elsewhere, on the other side of the crease, like a letter tucked into a drawer, or a star whose light is still on its way. And maybe that's why some memories stay warm, as if they're still glowing, just beneath the surface. So tonight, as you rest, know this: time does not always run from you. Sometimes it circles back to touch your shoulder. Sometimes the past sits beside you like a quiet friend. And sometimes the future leans close, just to whisper a dream. You are not lost in time. You are part of its folds, its layers, its breath. And as we leave this chapter behind, a new question rises. If time can stretch, and bend, and fold, could it also stop? In the next chapter, you'll meet the stillness that lives inside a frozen second, and find out what happens when time stands perfectly still. Chapter 9, When Time Stands Still. There's a moment, so quiet, so empty, that even time forgets to move. It's rare, almost impossible, but it lives in theory, in the far reaches of space, and the frozen edge of physics. A place where nothing changes. No tick, no breath, no fall of light, just stillness. You felt small versions of it. Those seconds that stretched too long. A held breath before news. The hush between lightning and thunder. The silence that follows heartbreak. Moments when time doesn't stop, but feels as if it might. But in physics, for time to truly stop, something more extreme must happen. Let's start at the coldest place you can imagine. Absolute zero. It's the lowest possible temperature. 273.15 degrees Celsius. Or zero on the Kelvin scale. At that point, atoms themselves stop moving. No vibration. No jitter. No thermal motion at all. And motion, as it turns out, is time's closest friend. Because without motion, time, for us, is noticed through change. A ticking second hand. A shifting shadow. A wave cresting and falling. But if nothing changes, then what is time? Scientists have reached fractions of a degree above absolute zero. In ultra-cooled labs, at those temperatures, strange things happen. Matter behaves like waves. Atoms blur together. Individual identity melts into unity. And time, at least in terms of motion and heat, begins to lose meaning. But even here, in these deep freezes, time hasn't completely stopped. It just slows. Slows to a whisper. Barely breathing. For time to truly stand still, we may need to look not just at cold, but at gravity. Remember gravity? That force that bends time. Around planets. Around stars. At its most powerful, It creates a black hole. A point where gravity becomes infinite. And space-time curves so deeply. It folds into itself. At the very center of a black hole is something called a singularity. A place of infinite density. Zero volume. And, maybe, no time. If you could stand at the edge of a black hole, the event horizon, and look at someone falling in, you'd never see them reach the center. They would seem frozen, hovering at the edge forever. From your point of view, time has stopped for them. From their point of view, they fall normally. But everything outside speeds up to eternity. Two clocks. Two truths. Time is not absolute. It bends with perspective. But at the singularity, where gravity collapses everything into a point, some theories suggest time itself may end. Not tick more slowly. Not warp. But vanish. No before. No after. Just nothing. This isn't something we can see or test. Black holes guard their secrets well. But the math whispers it. This possibility. That time could cease. And if it can cease, even in the heart of a star's corpse, what does that mean for the rest of us? Could there be places where time is not welcome? Where no story can unfold? In the early universe, just moments after the Big Bang, time was barely born. Before space stretched, before atoms formed, there was only a quantum fog of potential. No clear direction. No arrow of time. And in that timeless soup, everything was waiting. Waiting to become. Waiting for time to begin flowing forward. So perhaps time does not exist everywhere. Always. Perhaps it begins and ends. Like rivers. Rising from springs. And disappearing into oceans. And maybe it can be paused. Not just by freezing, but by attention. Think of meditation. Stillness. A moment when thought ceases its chatter. And your breath becomes the only sound. In that space, time feels different. Wider. Slower. Or simply gone. You are not rushing toward anything. You are not recalling the past. Nor chasing the next moment. You are simply here. And isn't that what timeless truly means? A moment so whole. So complete. It has no need to be part of a chain. Just itself. Full. Enough. So maybe time stops in many ways. In physics. In gravity. In freezing temperatures. And in the quiet places. Inside your own mind. It's not always dramatic. Not always wrapped in black holes or deep space. Sometimes it's just you. Resting. Forgetting the clock. Feeling only this breath. This heartbeat. Sometimes time stops. Because you stop counting it. And that, too, is a kind of miracle. But as always, time eventually stirs again. Motion returns. Change begins. The river flows forward. And we begin to wonder something new. If time can stand still in the right conditions, what happens when we move faster? Faster than light, even? Could time move backwards, Chapter 10, Chasing Time Backwards. You follow time forward. Through trees. Through gravity. Through photons that never rest. You've watched it stretch. Bend. Fold. And even freeze. But now, a different question begins to flicker in the quiet. What if time could go backwards? Not just in memory. Not in dreams. But in reality. Could you ever return to a moment that has already passed? Could a future version of you whisper something to the present you? It feels like fantasy. But physics has wondered too. Let's begin with speed. You already know that light is the fastest thing in the universe. Nothing can move faster. Or so we believe. As you approach the speed of light, something strange happens. Time slows down. This isn't a metaphor. It's real. If you were in a spaceship, flying near light speed, your clock would tick more slowly than the clocks of those back home. You would age less. A week for you might be years for them. This is called time dilation. And it's been measured with fast-moving particles and even astronauts. Now imagine pushing speed even further. Beyond light. Past the universe's known limit. What then? Mathematically, if you could travel faster than light, you might experience time in reverse. A cause could follow its effect. A result could happen before the reason. You'd be racing against time's current. Like a salmon leaping up a waterfall. But here's the quiet catch. Nothing with mass can reach that speed. The equations break. Energy requirements explode. Reality resists. It's as if time itself protects its direction. A one-way current, flowing gently forward. No matter how hard you try to swim upstream. Still, thought experiments dare to ask. What about tachyons? Hypothetical particles that always move faster than light. If they exist. And so far, there's no proof. They might experience time in reverse. They could move from effect to cause. Starting at the end. And returning to the beginning. But because we can't catch them. Can't see them. Can't measure them. We can't know if they're real. Just ghosts in an equation. Maybes in the margin. And yet, we play with the idea. Because playing with time helps us understand it better. There's another idea that whispers of reverse time. The arrow of entropy. Entropy is the natural tendency of things to go from order to disorder. A clean room becomes messy. A cup shatters, but never unshatters. This one-way street is what gives time its forward push. But what if, in some part of the universe, entropy decreased, order increased? Would time reverse itself? In that place, could something unbreak, unmix, unage? Maybe. Some scientists believe that time's direction is tied to entropy's journey. And if that journey reversed, so would time. But entropy is powerful. And in our corner of the cosmos, it marches steadily forward. Snow melts. Bodies grow old. Stars burn out. Still, it makes you wonder. Could the universe have a mirror twin? Somewhere on the other side of the Big Bang? A version of reality where time flows the other way, where beginnings are endings and endings are beginnings. We don't know, but the thought is gentle, and maybe somewhere beyond the stars, time is unwinding backwards, softly. But let's bring it closer, because even if time can't go backwards in the physical world, your mind knows how to return. Memory, reflection, reminiscence. These are your brain's own form of time travel. You can visit a day from 10 years ago with clarity so sharp it stings. You can hear a voice that's been gone for decades. Smell a moment. Taste a childhood. Emotion folds time more powerfully than any black hole. And when you sleep, your dreams are full of echoes, of unfinished conversations, of rooms you thought you'd left forever. Time is not a straight hallway. It's a room with shifting walls. And your mind wanders backward all the time. But motion is not memory. Feeling is not physics. So can we ever go back? Can time truly reverse? Most physicists say no. Because reversing time creates paradoxes, knots in logic that cannot be untied. If you traveled back and stopped your past self from taking a step, then who are you now? If cause and effect collapse, what remains? Even the softest logic begs for order. Forward. Always forward. And yet, even if time won't let you return, you are still allowed to remember, to reflect, to honor. Even if the past is unreachable, it is not lost, because it lives inside you, in the folds of your brain, in the shape of your choices, in the way your voice carries certain echoes. Time may not let you walk backward, but it lets you carry everything you've seen. You are a traveler who collects each moment, not to repeat it, but to become it. And that is its own kind of return. So rest now, knowing that the past has already shaped you. You do not need to chase it. The present holds its memory, and the future waits, already listening. But in that future, what if there is more than one path? If time can't go backward, can it at least split? Can it fork like a trail in the woods? Chapter 11, The Forest of Timelines. You walk through life, one moment at a time, step by step, second by second, breath by breath. But what if every step was not just forward, but sideways, too? What if time didn't just flow, but branched, like the limbs of a tree, reaching not toward one future, but toward many? This is the idea of the multiverse, or more softly, the forest of timelines. A place where time doesn't pick one road. It grows them all. It begins with a simple question. From quantum physics. What happens when a particle must choose a path Does it go left or right? Does it rise or fall? In the classical world, it picks one, decides, moves. But in the quantum world, the world of the very small, things behave differently. Particles can be in multiple states at once. This is called superposition. A kind of shimmering maybe. A coin that is heads and tails. Until you look. And when you look, the coin chooses. The particle decides. The wave becomes a point. But here's where the theory turns poetic. What if the particle doesn't choose just one path? What if it takes every path? And your awareness, simply follow one. This is the many worlds interpretation. Every possible outcome becomes real, just in a different branch. A universe where you turn left, another where you turn right, one where you say yes, another where you don't. A forest. Each moment, another tree grows. You live inside just one branch, but all the others still grow. Quietly. Invisible. Parallel. It's not just philosophy. It's math. Physics. A serious, and seriously strange, idea. Born from the equations of quantum mechanics. But it invites a softer question, too. What if your other selves walk beside you, in the spaces you can't quite touch? What if, when you feel torn between two choices, it's because somewhere you did choose the other path, and that version of you still exists, reading a different book, living in a different city, missing a different love. The idea may never be proven. We can't reach across timelines, can't write letters to our other selves, but it helps us feel the richness of possibility. Because even here, on this one road you're walking, you carry all the paths you didn't take. You are shaped by them, defined by them, by what you said, and what you held back, by who you became, and who you almost were. This forest of timelines is not just in physics. It's in your memory, your imagination. Every time you say, what if? You are stepping into the branches. And sometimes, when you dream, you feel it. A version of yourself you don't remember being. A house you've never seen, but somehow know. Maybe it's just imagination. Or maybe it's your roots brushing against another tree in the forest of what might be. Now rest in this idea. That time may not be a line, but a grove. A vast field of paths, woven together by every moment of choice. And while you can't travel between them, you can honor them. You can whisper to your other selves. With silence. With grace. With kindness. Because somewhere, you are learning something you haven't yet learned here. Somewhere, you are healing. Somewhere, you are resting. And maybe, that comfort reaches you now. Through the roots of this cosmic forest. You are not alone on your path. The woods are full of light. So as you lie still, know that every version of you belongs. Every branch holds beauty. Every timeline has meaning. There is no wrong turn. Only different trails. Through the mystery. And in the next chapter, you'll follow time not across branches, but back to your own body. You'll hear how time flows. Through skin. Through breath. Through sleep. Because time isn't only out there, in stars or equations. It lives in you. Chapter 12, Time Beneath Your Skin. Time isn't only in the stars, or clocks, or spirals of galaxies. It's under your skin. In your blood. In the folds of your brain. In the rhythm of your breath. As it rises and falls. Without asking permission. You are not just a traveler through time. You are a keeper of it. A living clock. Crafted by nature. To tick in harmony with the world around you. Right now. Without you thinking. Your body is measuring time. Your heart beats. Your lungs expand. Your neurons fire in rhythmic waves. All of it. Each pulse and breath. Marks the passing of moments. Within you. Let's begin with your circadian rhythm. A quiet metronome. Ticking once every 24 hours. Deep inside your brain. This rhythm doesn't care about clocks. It's older than them. It evolved when the only timekeeper was the rising and setting sun. And even if you were buried in darkness, with no sunlight, no schedule, no digital numbers, your body would still try to keep that 24-hour beat. Because within you is a clock, a cluster of about 20,000 neurons. In a place called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Just above where your optic nerves cross. It receives light. It adjusts your rhythms. It tells your body when to wake. When to eat. When to rest. This is why jet lag feels so strange. Your body's clock doesn't match the world's. The inner rhythm is out of step with the sun. But that rhythm is patient. It waits. It realigns. Because your body is always listening for light. And light is time's messenger. But there are smaller clocks, too. Inside almost every cell in your body is a molecular clock. Tiny loops of genes turning on and off. In cycles. These clocks coordinate the dance of digestion, immune response, hormones, repair. Your liver knows when it's time to detox. Your muscles know when they're strongest. Your stomach prepares for meals. Before food arrives. You are a symphony of rhythms. Layered one atop another. Even your body temperature follows a daily wave. Lower at night. Rising gently as dawn approaches. And your melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep, rises with the dark and falls with the light. Time is not abstract. It is chemical, hormonal, physical. It is you. And then there is your heart. That steady drum, keeping its own beat. A rhythm that shifts with emotion, breath, rest. When you inhale, your heart speeds up. When you exhale, it slows down. This is called respiratory sinus arrhythmia. And it's a quiet reminder that even your heart listens to your breath. You are not a machine. You are a tide. Every breath is a wave in your inner ocean. Time moves through your blood, through oxygen, through memory. Yes, even memory has rhythm. Your brain organizes time, not just by facts, but by feeling. Moments with strong emotion become landmarks. Joy stretches time. Fear freezes it. Routine blurs it. Your hippocampus, a part of the brain that stores memory, uses rhythm to file your life. When you dream, your brain replays moments, softly stitching them together, deciding what to keep and what to let go. Sleep is not escape from time. It is part of your clockwork. There are stages: light sleep, deep sleep, REM, each with its own pattern, each with a purpose. During deep sleep, your brain clears out waste. It scrubs itself, like a quiet river, flowing through your skull. During REM, you dream, and those dreams are part of how you heal. You don't just rest during sleep. You travel inward. You reset. You repair. Sleep is where your body remembers how to be, where time inside you refreshes itself, like a tide turning. And when you wake, your clocks begin again. All of this, every breath, every chemical wave, is part of your story through time. You are not just watching the hours pass. You are living them, becoming them. Time is not outside of you. It flows within you. And though you age, you are not just wearing down. You are evolving. Your cells renew. Your brain rewires. Even your bones quietly rebuild themselves. Yes, time moves forward. But it also moves deeper. It makes you wiser, more complex, more whole. And as you lie here now, with your body at rest, and your breath steady, your internal clocks continue ticking, so quietly, you don't even notice. They are caring for you, repairing you, listening to the night. And isn't that beautiful? That even in stillness, you are moving with time. But now, as we listen to time beneath your skin, a new wonder arrives. If time lives inside you and shapes your body and thoughts, could it also be shaped by how you observe it? Chapter 13, The Observer's Clock. There is a clock inside you. But there is also a clock inside your gaze. The way you see time changes the way you feel it. You've already noticed it. In ordinary, magical ways. Remember a day that passed so quickly you hardly felt it. Or a moment, just one moment, that seemed to last forever. This isn't imagination. It's perception. Your brain does not tick seconds like a stopwatch. It flows in waves of attention, emotion, presence. Time stretches. When you are afraid. When everything sharpens. And your mind grabs every detail. The sound. The shape. The breath before the fall. In those moments, your brain stores more information. So when you look back, the memory feels longer. but when you are deeply focused, lost in joy or flow. A song, a conversation, a dream. You gather fewer time markers. So time feels shorter. This is called time perception. And it lives in your prefrontal cortex, your insula, your thalamus. It's the soft science of how you feel. A second. Children experience it differently. To them, time feels slow. Because everything is new. Every day is a field of discovery. But as you grow, novelty fades. The brain files things faster. Days blur. That's why childhood summers seem endless. And adult years feel like whispers. But here's the secret. You can shape time with how you observe it. When you pay attention, when you become fully present, time opens up. This is why mindfulness feels like stretching the moment. Because you are in it. Not racing ahead. Not pulling behind. Just here. And in physics, observation does something even stranger. Let's return to the quantum world. There's a famous mystery called the double-slit experiment. You send a particle toward a screen with two slits. You expect it to go through one. But if you don't watch, the particle behaves like a wave, going through both slits at once, interfering with itself, creating a ripple pattern on the screen. Now, place a detector. Watch the particle. Suddenly, it chooses one path. It stops behaving like a wave. It acts like a particle again. Observation changes the outcome. The very act of watching collapses the maybes into one reality. This isn't just philosophy. It's been repeated, measured, debated. And while there are many interpretations, the idea remains that consciousness, or attention, or observation, seems to participate in the unfolding of events. It's not just that we witness reality. We may help shape it. Now apply that softly to time. If watching a particle changes its behavior, could watching a moment change its rhythm? Could the way you witness your life gently guide the pace of your experience? Science doesn't claim it directly, but your life feels it. When you rush, time runs. When you wait, time lingers. When you worry, time thickens, becomes heavy. And when you rest, time becomes a feather. This is not magic. It is awareness. You live in time. But time also lives in your gaze, in your memory, in your language. Even the way you speak can change your experience of time. Some languages speak of the future as in front, and the past behind. Others reverse it. In Aymara, an ancient Andean language, the past is in front, because it is known, seen. The future is behind, unseen, unknown. So culture shapes time. Words shape time. And you, with your unique mind, shape it every day. So what does this mean? As you lie in bed, listening gently, it means you are not just a passenger In time's river. You are also its painter. You color time. With thought. With story. With presence. You stretch it with memory. Compress it with habit. Pause it with love. A quiet moment. Watching the wind. A long goodbye. A sudden laugh. These are the places where time becomes art. And even now, in this stillness, you are not counting time. You are feeling it. So breathe. Let your body's clocks hum softly beneath your skin. Let your mind stop chasing. Let this moment open. You do not need to grip time to belong to it. You already do. And as we close this chapter, know this. The more gently you look at time, the more gently it moves. And next, we will follow time, where it leads when it's forgotten, into the curious world of animals. Because humans don't hold time alone. Other creatures live by rhythms. Some faster, some slower. And in their perception, time wears different shoes. A gentle goodbye to time. You've walked through forests of possibility. Fallen into the gravity of stars. Listen to the clocks beneath your skin. And watch time bend, stretch, shimmer, and still. You've traveled far. Not across oceans, but across ideas. And yet, you've never left your bed. Never left the hush of this moment. That's the beauty of stories like this one. They don't ask you to run. They ask you to rest. To wonder quietly. And drift. Without needing answers right away. You came with a question. What is time, really? And now, maybe the answer isn't something to grasp, but something to feel. Time is not just numbers or ticks. It's the way your body listens to morning. It's the stretch between two heartbeats. It's the warmth of a memory. The hush of a night. The breath you take right now. Time is the shape of your becoming. So let it go, just for a little while. Let time fall away. No pressure to measure. No need to hurry. The stars will still turn. The cells will still hum. The moments will still find you. But for now, you are here. Safe. Quiet. Held in this slow, unfolding now. Thank you for walking with me. For closing your eyes. For listening not just with your mind, but with your breath. My name is Sam Wilson. And this has been Sleepy. A gentle goodnight. From the softest corners of science. Sleep well. And let time take care of itself.